Hi everyone, hope you're all doing good, and in this video I am going to be talking about this band and the whole reunion tour thing that everyone's been talking about. Yeah, it's been a very controversial topic. Everyone's had their say on it pretty much. Some people are for, some people are against, and yeah, it's definitely an interesting one after they've said countless times that it would never happen, but recently Phil Anselmo and Rex Brown signed with this, they signed this deal to get Pantera back together, and yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts on this and also sort of let the whole hype die down a little bit, even though it probably, to be fair, it probably won't until the tour actually starts. But yeah, basically I love Pantera and I wanted to talk about this because and give my thoughts on this whole subject. For me personally, I'm really happy that this is happening. But also I want to give you all the facts and all the positives and the negatives around this whole idea, and also my thoughts as well. Okay, so everyone will know Pantera, everyone will know that they did their last album in 2000 and then they split up in 2001, and D.I.E and Vinny said that they would never get the band back together, and they had this feud with Phil, and then D.I.E died in 2004, and then Vinny passed away a couple of years ago in 2018, and yeah, and now all of a sudden this has just come out of the blue after they said that they were never going to do this. Phil and Rex have, like I said, they signed this contract to basically get this new Pantera tour going, and let's quickly, for a start, let's talk about the lineup. I guess everyone will know the lineup now, but yeah, Phil on vocals, Rex on bass, Zakk Wylde of Ozzy Osbourne and Black Label Society on guitar, and Charlie Benante of Anthrax on the drums. Now this is a really interesting lineup, and I totally understand why they've gone with Zakk and Charlie. Zakk and Dimebag were really close friends in the 90s and the 2000s, so for that it makes perfect sense. The only thing I would say on it is that Zakk doesn't usually tend to play guitars with whammy bars, so they'd have to get that sorted out because the songs would not sound right without a whammy bar. Although I've got an idea that they might even let him use a Dimebag guitar, or they might even make Zakk Wylde style Dimebag guitar. I think that would be wicked, and they'll probably sell quite a few of them. And also, I know some people say that stylistically they're a little bit different, but also if you listen to some later Dimebag solos, they do sound a little similar to Zakk, so I haven't got a problem with Zakk really. I think he could do an awesome job. I think he will do an awesome job. And then same with Charlie. I know that Dimebag was real close with the Anthrax boys back in the 90s. He played on a couple of Anthrax albums, a couple of songs, and they always considered D.I.E as the sixth member of Anthrax, almost like the unofficial member of Anthrax. So they were real close. So again, it makes sense, and you all know Charlie Benante is a brilliant drummer. So I think it's a perfect fit. They're both going to do a great job, and also the most important thing about it is that those two guys and this whole project has got the blessing of D.I.E and Vinny's families, and I think that's the most important thing to remember about all this, that they've given this the go ahead. They've given Zakk and Charlie the go ahead to do it, and you know, we kind of have to respect that. Before the lineup actually got officially announced, I was having ideas in my head who I thought could have been really great potential candidates to play guitar and drums. Obviously the guitar is hard because nobody really plays like D.I.E, even though I'm happy with Zach, but I come up with a couple of ideas who I thought would have fit really well and would have done just as good a job. First guy I was thinking of is Phil DeMel of Violence and ex-Machine Head guitarist. I think he would have done awesome. Next one, a bit outside the box, and people might not agree with this, but Sinister Gates of Avenged Sevenfold. Mainly because I know that Dimebag Darrell was a massive influence on him, and some of his guitar solos do sound very similar to Dimebag's playing. Also Marty Friedman as well in there, and although he might not have looked the part, I think Sinister Gates would have done an awesome job as well. Gary Holt of Exodus and also Slayer, I think he would have done really, really awesome as well. There's nothing that guy can't do. And an even bigger outside of the box idea, I was wondering, because I know that they were massive mates as well back in the day, would they have got Kerry King out of retirement to play some shows? I think that would have been crazy. I'm not sure whether he'd be able to, if he would have been able to have done it, to be honest, but it was just a cool kind of wild card that I was thinking of. And as for the drummers, my first choice would have been Chris Adler, who was in Lamb of God for over 20 years. I think he would have fit perfect because he knows groove metal drumming. He's basically Lamb of God or a groove metal band, so he would have fit in perfect with Vinny's style. Yeah, he would have been my first choice, but still Charlie's good. Another one that I was thinking of, Paul Bospath as well, because again he's just a solid drummer. He would have done a wicked job. And also Gene Hoglan as well, even though he's a very busy man, I know, but I mean he's an unbelievable drummer, one of the best drummers ever, so he would have been another great choice. This is going to be a reunion tour to honour the legacy of the band and D.I.E and Vinny, and this is going to be starting in 2023 and going on for Christ knows how long. They haven't stated that yet, as far as I know. And yeah, this whole thing has received a lot of mixed views. People like it, some people don't. A lot of the negativity is mainly around the fact that people think that this is going to be a cash grab, that they don't really care, that they're just doing it for the money, and they shouldn't be using the band name, and this is not real Pantera. This is more of like a tribute, and I don't know. It's very difficult. I can kind of see both ways of this. In a way, I'm kind of thinking like, of course it's going to be a cash grab because, I mean, it's Pantera, they're a massive band. I mean, they're going to make a killing on this. Of course they are. I mean, anyone, if you're in a big band, of course you're going to want to make money of it. Of course you do. But I don't know. I just don't personally believe that this is a full cash grab, because the main reason is that they've got the blessing of the families. If the families wasn't on board with this, then that it was just going to be a cash grab. There must be a reason that they must have explained properly to the families what they wanted to do, what they wanted the purpose of these shows to be, and they've gone about it the right way. I think they're going to go about it the right way, and they've got the best intention of the band, and sending the band off in a proper way and give a great tribute. although, you know, you can think what you will. We'll see in due course whether this is going to be a cash grab or not. Now I'm just going to give my final overall thoughts on everything that we've talked about, and yeah, just my own opinion here. I've never had the opportunity to see Pantera live, obviously because the band broke up when I was 1. So for me, this is going to be the best opportunity I'll ever get to see proper like Pantera show. Even though it isn't, I know it's not ideal, but it's the best that we'll ever get, compared with like a bunch of nobodies playing Pantera songs in a small pub or something. I mean, this is going to be on a massive scale, and I think it's awesome that they're doing this for people like myself, just to, you know, just to get an opportunity to see a little bit of Pantera. And honestly, if there's people out there that don't like this, just don't go to the shows. It's as simple as that. If you know, you don't have to go to the shows, you don't have to spend your money on the tickets and go. And you know, honestly, if you do go after criticising it, then you're just a hypocrite, to be honest. So, you know, who knows if it's really going to be a cash grab. I firmly believe that it's just going to be like a one-time tour, and it's going to be a tribute to the band and D.I.E and Vinny, and it's going to showcase and celebrate the legacy of Pantera. I think they'll tour for maybe 2 to 3 years, playing all the big shows and lots of festivals and stuff like that. I don't think it will be something that lasts forever, although we'll all know if it's going to be a cash grab if they do a tour and the tour never ends, and you know, or they decide they want to make a Pantera album, which I personally wouldn't like, because it's not proper Pantera. I know, I get it. If they did want to make an album, have it under a different name, completely different name, or don't even associate it with Pantera. Do a Pantera-esque sounding album. I don't know, but yeah. Although I think they would be stupid to do this, to be honest. They would be stupid to just sort of let this drag on and never finish, because the novelty of seeing Pantera for this one, possibly, well, definitely for this one final time, you know, that novelty will wear off and people will get bored of like, oh, Pantera coming round again after I've already seen him about 3 times. It's like, you know, people are just going to get bored, and it's going to, you know, it'll backfire on them. Although I can see them making a live album. That'll be fine. I think that'd be really good if they made a live album DVD of this tribute, you know, tribute legacy show. I think that'd be really awesome. The whole thing about Vinny passing away, I've got this feeling, a lot of people were saying like with this that he was almost waiting for Vinny to pass away to do this, but I really don't think that's true, because they wasn't even talking about it. Even after he died, they wasn't even talking about this. It's only come around now, and the reason why I think that is possibly because Vinnie Paul passing away might have actually, you know, it might have actually got something inside Phil to make him think about Pantera and think we never give the band a good and proper send off. So this is what I think, that maybe this show, this whole tour, is kind of because of that, and he was thinking about Pantera and thinking that we need to give the band, we need to give D.I.E and Vinny a good and proper send off, and that's what I think this is. And yeah, with the name, I haven't got a problem with them using the name, because it's going to be a Pantera show. They're going to be playing Pantera songs. This iteration of Pantera is almost like a very special iteration of Pantera. It's not proper Pantera, but it's a lineup to give, you know, to give the band and the name the send-off that it deserves. And that's what I think this is all about. And personally, I truly believe that Dime and Vinny will be looking down on this and they'll be really, really proud of this. So that was all of my thoughts and feelings and opinions on this Pantera reunion legacy tour, whatever it's going to be called. I'd love to know your opinions on this. It's a very hot topic right now. Are you angry? Are you happy? Don't you give a crap about Pantera and don't care? Would you go to a show if they were coming to your town? Would you go and see them? I definitely will be. As soon as I see that they're coming to England, I'm definitely buying tickets. How long do you think this tour will last? Do you think it will be, you know, a couple years, or, you know, how long is too long? Will it, you know, do you think they'll still be touring in like 2029 or something? I don't know. Should they make music or not? You know, if so, should they do it under a different name? And yeah, that's it. Please subscribe to my channel for more guitar, rock and metal music related content. Thanks ever so much for watching if you got this far. Until the next time, keep it metal.